Guns, ammo, and drones here. As you can see, we've got a couple excellent examples of third gen Smith&Wesson 40 calibers. This particular model here is the model 4006. And before we go any farther, I want to make sure there's nothing in it. There's no magazine in it, and they are clear. Now let me see about this one. I have a feeling this one might have something in it, and it sure does. But we are clear as far as the chamber goes. All right, we'll leave that mag right there. Guys, Smith&Wesson third gen. I fell in love with these guns back in the 80s. I went through the police academy up in Ohio in 1989, and my first Smith&Wesson uh, duty pistol was the 4506. You know, I'm not ashamed to say that I was a Miami Vice fan. I loved Don Johnson. I loved eventually when he did start carrying the Smith&Wesson um, after the second season. You know, he got rid of the Bren 10 and ended up switching to. But a lot of these, not so much these ones, but the third gens really played a big part of that show. A lot of his partners and things on the other cops on the show carried the 5906. Anyway, we're not talking about those. We are talking about the 4006 and the 4006 TSW. Now these guns are they're similar. I mean, obviously they're similar. They're based off of this one right here, the 4006. Um, it is a 12 round, I think. No, it's 11. Well, it is 12 rounds, one in the chamber. So you got 12 rounds of 40 caliber awesomeness. You know, 40 caliber has kind of slid away to the 9 millimeter again. Who knows what they're going to come out with next? 10 millimeters now making a really huge comeback, I guess you could say. But the 40 caliber is an excellent round, pretty powerful, obviously. These Smith&Wesson third gens, and I say this a lot in my videos, these guys are tanks. They both sport the wraparound Delrin. I think it's called Delrin. It might have switched to something different, but that's what I remember back in the day when I first started really liking these. The magazine release is switchable. You've got ambidextrous safety and decocker on both sides up here. Clearly, some of these guns came with different different sights, especially with these little winglets that they've got up here, and then you've got your normal standard sights over here. It is all steel. These things are super heavy. I mean, I thought this one here was heavy enough, but we'll talk about the heavier brother right here. The 4006 is just a really nice gun. It's got some really good checkering under here to get a good grip on the pistol itself. As you can see, it's got now this one here is more skeletonized than the standard earlier models of this. You can actually tell this is a little bit of a later model because it's got the black hammer on it. Now, I'm not exactly sure because it does have the late model or the earlier model trigger on it, but usually the hammers would also match the trigger. So this could be a trigger that somebody added. Maybe it was a transitional model. I don't really know. These guns are absolute tanks, and I say that a lot in my video. They are fun to shoot, and they will last forever. Now, this one here is the standard model, the 4006, and a little bit of a history lesson on here. This is the 4006 TSW, which stands for Tactical Smith& Wesson. Now, this one here happens to be a California Highway Patrol model. Matter of fact, from what I understand, the 4006 TSW was only California Highway Patrol. If I'm wrong, please put it in the description. But these were made for California Highway Patrol. They loved the 40 caliber model, but they wanted some addition to it. Basically, they beefed up the frame right here where the rail is. They actually have a rail where this one does not have it, as you can see. This actually has a rail. It'll fit many lights or lasers or whatever you want to put on it. So that was one of the things that they wanted to change about this model. A lot of the other similarities are the same, you know, as far as magazine release and your slide stop. They're the same, but up here where you normally would have a decocker and a safety, This one is decocker only. So what that means is, um, when you, let me see if I can get it with the sunlight doesn't get it. When you decock it, watch the hammer. Okay, so it goes down normal, but then this thing springs back up. Okay, you can see that thing just, I don't have to do anything. It's springing right back up. Where this one over here will decock and it stays down in safety. Okay, so this is a safety and a decocker. Where this one here only has the decocker, so there's no safety mounted right here on the outside. That's what they wanted. Other than that, the guns are pretty similar. Other than the sights, you can see this one's marked for CHP, and then they also do the same thing on the other side over here. Whether you can see them or not, right there, I can't really tell, but I'm sure you probably could. They're right here. They're actually marked Eureka, and then the gun number. These guns were in production up until 2009, and then that's pretty much when they were discontinued for lighter weight pistols. Obviously, this thing here is even heavier than the original 4006, and this is heavy, but this one's just heavier because of the beefier front area here. Super super nice gun. I mean, these things again, tanks. They're amazing. Um, all the internals are the same as between these two pistols, with the exception of a few things here. But 4006 TSW, the 4006, you guys can still pick these up. Get these out of California. People in California can't even buy these. These are not approved guns in California, even though they were service pistols in California. Makes no sense, but then again, that shit state doesn't make any sense either. You can still pick these up. These guns are starting to come back to premium prices. Realistically, they're becoming collectible. You can still find these on Gunbroker. Actually, both of these you can still find. But you know, you're going to pay $4.99. You know, $5, could be a little bit more for some of these. But if you don't have any of these third gen Smith and Wessons in your collection, man, you guys got to get some. Even if it's the 4006 or some of the other models that they have, the 45s or the 9 mils, they've got a bunch of 9 mils. Um, and these are just amazing guns, guys. I mean, just fantastic shooters, very powerful, and damn it, do they look good, don't they? I mean, these are just good looking guns. And yeah, go see if you can try to find some and start shooting these things, guys. Thanks a lot. I've got some more videos coming out here pretty soon. uh, Subscribe to the channel, like it, send me a message. I respond to just about um, every comment that you guys put on here. If you have any questions, just let me know. See ya.